What's up, y'all? Gonna do some waterfall hiking today. We're out here at in the Ozarks off of Highway 7. We're gonna do Big Creek Cave Falls and hopefully find our way to Wolf Creek Cave Falls. I've got a guest today, my buddy Neil Webb. Say hey, Neil.
Hello.
Making his debut on the blog and on the YouTube channel. So this is, first of all, way the hell down in the valley. Pretty rough road. Don't need four-wheel drive, but your motorcycle's not going to make it. Starting off here, this is the trailhead. You go to this gate, show you the road down there, and I'll put all the directions in the blog post. But go to this gate, go past the homestead, and we're going to get down here. We're going to have to do some navigating today because it's not exactly a well-beaten path. So we'll do some navigating, get through it. And along the way we'll walk you through some of the steps. So here we go, let's get it. Okay, so as you start off down that road, you come on down the hill, and you're going to get down here to this creek, and you got to cross it. So we want to make sure and show you that. We're going to probably find a little crossing here. In fact, I think I see my crossing right down there. So I'm not going to take my shoes off, or maybe right over here where Neil is. But anyways, we're going to cross that, and the trail's going to keep going. So we'll pick up here in a little while. Okay, so we cross the creek and come out here, and man, look at this. Look how pretty this is. Man, this is nice. So we're going across this field, and we'll figure out where the trail picks up on the other side. Okay, so we're across the field, and keep following the road. You come down to another creek, and I'm going off of the late Rick Henry's blog and his instructions. I know there's multiple ways to get here, but thank you, Rick, for your instructions here. But we're going to go ahead and cross this creek, and we're actually going to go down a little bit and rock hop across, and then I believe what we did is we'll keep going. So we'll pick up on the other side. How's the water, Neil? So we did not find a way to rock hop across, and we're wading across this thing, and it's gonna be cold, but it won't be the first time. So here we go. All right, well, that was creek number 2. We had to get our feet wet for that one, and come across another field, and GPS tracks I have say keep going straight. So we'll check in with you at the next turn. All right, after that second field, the road goes up into the woods, and you just keep following it. You'll see this little trail off to the side. There's a little waterfall down there. We're gonna catch that on the way out. Right now we want to stay on track, stay on the trail here. We'll see that on the way, but you keep going, just stay on this. And the way we're going, I believe we're going to see Wolf Creek Cave first. So we'll see. We may get up here to this other point and break off and go the other way. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Not too much further down the trail, we've got another split here. Goes down there. Creek is right down there. There's some real pretty waterfalls. We're also going to come back to that. We're going to see that on the way back. But so staying left again, we're going to come up to a split up here, and I believe you either have to go left or right. Left will take you to Wolf Creek, and I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know if you can see this waterfall down here, so we're going to try that. All right, so we have yet another fork going right here. It's going to take you down to the creek, just like all the other ones. Going up here, if you read Rick Henry's blog, which I reference a lot, rest in peace, Mr. Henry, but he references his old cattle guard. We're going to go across this and stay on this trail this way. So that's where we're going. Continuing on, here is a break in the trail, a split, and you can see ribbons in the trees. If you're down here, you can see a lot of ribbons, but here's one right here. So this is telling you go this way if you want to go to Big Creek Cave, which is in that direction. So you can do that. If you want to go to Wolf Creek Cave first, which is what we're going to do, you keep going on this trail. And then, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep going down to Wolf Creek first. And then we're either going to find another trail back up. If we don't, then we'll take this back and then we'll cut over here and make it over to Big Creek Cave. But we're going to see both of them today, so. All right, we go this way. Well, there's one more creek, but guess what? There's a bridge. So we were just on that other side over there, and there's a little faint little trail that breaks off, goes down creek. Can't see it from here. Kind of failed at my job here for a minute ago, but it's a big tree you can walk across down there, and that's what we did. So you don't have to get your feet wet here. And then the trail picks up here, keeps going. So here we go. All right, guys, we have, it's the same creek, but we got to cross it again. So we're gonna find some rocks somewhere along the way to, I think I see some down here. We're gonna get across here, and we are really close. It's right, there's some fellow hikers out here, they're up there. The trail didn't go too much further. I think it goes around the bend up here, and then we're gonna be at Wolf Creek Cave. So we're gonna get across here and then pick up a little bit later. So after a quick game of Frogger and get across that little creek, you're immediately met with a loud gushing of water. And this is underground falls. How cool is that? So Wolf Creek Cave is right up there. We're about to get there. But look at this. It just goes down in there. And I have to assume it goes and feeds into that creek down there. Underground falls. That's, I've not seen this. This is brand new. But it is on my GPS. It's a waypoint for my track that either Rick Henry or Jez Rogers loaded up and I downloaded into my GPS. So that's, dude, that's awesome. I want, how cool. And here we are. Our first cave waterfall is Wolf Creek Cave Falls, and that's Wolf Creek Cave up there. You can see Neil is up there. Just to give you some scale, there he is. There's the cave and the waterfall. This is awesome. And then so I was literally like just right down there, and that's where the underground falls is that I just showed you. How cool. All right, I'm gonna get up there with Neil, get a better view here. Here we are, man. I mean, this cave, we can't go up in there. It's protected for the bats. But water, I guess, is just coming from a spring somewhere in this mountain. And it's got to go somewhere, so here it is. And it runs on down. What do you think, Neil? Worth some wet feet?
Wet feet, worth it.
There we go. We're gonna hang out here a little bit, and we're gonna go back down. We're gonna cross over the underwater or underground falls down there, go find out where that comes out, and then we're gonna make our way over to the other mountain, over to Big Creek Cave, and see what that's all about. All right, so we played around a little bit there at Wolf Creek Cave, and looked around, tried to find a spot to cross and maybe go up to Big Creek Cave on the other side, but didn't really see a trail over there, so we just kind of backtracked and came down to here. We've been here before. We crossed this creek earlier, but there's this trail that we didn't take, and according to my GPS and waypoints, there's another unnamed waterfall down here, so we're gonna give it a look. I see water in the creek, so maybe there's some water in the waterfall, and it's not too far, so we'll go check it out. Well, we're down here, and this unnamed waterfall is dry, but it's pretty cool. Kind of neat. It looks like when water's flowing really good, come after a good rain and come down here. It's only maybe 100 yards, probably less than 100 yards off the trail, so not bad. Wish it was flowing though. But whatever, we're gonna make our way over to Big Creek Cave. All right, we are back to that point where I showed you earlier. There's a ribbon in the tree. There's another ribbon down here, and we're gonna get across this creek over here, make our way over to Bear Creek Cave, Big Creek Cave. Yeah. And then from there, hopefully there's a trail that goes back up to those waterfalls in the creek that we saw early on. We don't have to backtrack this again, but we'll see. Here we go. Well, we did not find a place to rock hop, so we're crossing again, getting our feet wet in the cold water. It looks like sometimes of the year you can probably get across this pretty dry, but not today. So we're going on that side. We're going to try to stay on that side as long as we can and not have to cross again, but here we go. All right, so we crossed that creek again, put our dry shoes back on, come up here. Here's the trail. Trail splits, goes left, right, which is I think what we're going to be taking going back. We're going to go straight up this hill and listen. You can hear the falls, so we know we're really close. Let's go see. Here we are, Big Creek Cave Falls. Kind of hard to see with the trees in the way, so we'll get closer. There you are. Awesome. Here it goes down. Look at that. So this is awesome, but I don't know, man. I kind of think that I like Wolf Creek Cave a little better, as you can see up in it. Let's play around here and get some pictures. If we come across to this side, get a better view. It's actually a much better view over here. You can see up inside the cave a little bit. Yeah, so this trail keeps going up. We're gonna see what's up here, and then if it doesn't go anywhere, we'll make our way back down and then head up the creek and hike out. Okay guys, so coming out of Big Creek Cave Falls, take the trail back out of there like you're going back towards the creek, but don't cross the creek again. Make a left on that trail I showed you at the split earlier. Go left and it goes back up kind of the way we came, but stay on the same side of the creek as Big Creek Cave Falls. Follow that trail, and eventually it's going to come up here. Trail's going to go through here and up into this place. Check it out. Wow. Look at that. How cool, man. So on my GPS track, and I've got a couple of them. I've got two tracks. One is definitely from Rick Henry, and one, I'm not sure, it may be from my friend Jez Rogers that put that track up. But I've got two. One of them has this labeled as, I think, Big Creek Cascade, I think is what it was called on my waypoint. So really cool though. Hey Neil, you want to go up in there?
Yeah, let's go.
Get your water shoes on. And then this thing comes out and flows on down this hill down there to the other creek. So all right, we're gonna find our way on down and make our way back towards the parking area, back to that spot where I showed you where a few trails split off and there's some other falls along the creek. We're gonna go that way and then head on out. It's coming out of Big Creek Cascade, which is right up there. Follow that trail out and then come on down here, and we went across these big boulders right here. and then hit this trail. So this trail keeps going. We're gonna follow it, see how far we can get till we have to cross the creek again. Which is there. Okay, so we're following the trail, and we've gone up pretty high up above the creek, and coming down the hill, and here's a ribbon. So means we're getting close to something that we need to pay attention to. And this trail, it keeps going down there to all the way to the creek, but you see it also breaks off right here, and there's more markers. I can see it, you probably can't see it here yet, but for us to get where we're trying to go, I believe we got to take this creek or this trail, and I think it's going to take us to that place we saw early on where we wanted to break off, and we said no, we're going to keep going. Well, now we're looping back around to it. So yeah, see, there's another ribbon. So we're going to find our way across over there, and then we're getting pretty close to getting back on the main trail and heading out of here. But look at this down here. Man, that's gorgeous. Here we are. This is the spot I wanted to get to early on in the video. I don't know if this has a name or not. I haven't noticed. I don't think it does. But man, that's pretty. Look at the size of this rock right here, and there's trees growing out of it. Crazy. We're gonna make our way down there to figure out how to get across this thing. Hopefully there's a way. But yeah, wow, man, it's beautiful down here. Okay, well, we got off trail a little bit. We did not see any place to cross the creek. We wanted to come back across the creek and go back and look at a few things we missed earlier, but you can see right out there is the creek, and we just had to find a way to rock hop across, take a short little bushwhack up through here, and guess where we ended up? Out here in the field where we started, and that's where we went in, right there. So we wanted to cross way on up the trail and go see a few things, and we just missed it. But yeah, if you keep following that trail, it's on the other side, that, you know, we're on the same side as Big Creek Cascade and that last waterfall I showed you. You keep following that, it's just gonna take you all the way out that way, and I don't know where it ends up. We went ahead and crossed and just kind of bushwhacked through, and here we are back on the main trail. So we're heading back out this way, back up to the car, and we got a couple more creek crossings to handle, and we're gonna call it a day, at least for this hike. We may do one more this afternoon, we'll see. Woo, man, y'all, that was the last water crossing, and had to get the feet wet. I want to tell you right now, this is the coldest creek out here. I mean, it's probably 60 degrees out here today, but this creek, it feels like a bucket of ice water. So once again, the things I do for you guys, for my 143 subscribers. Anyway, we're gonna hike on out of here. We're almost back to the truck, and man, look at this. Look how pretty that is out here. Yeah, man. So real quick, Neil, what'd you think about the hike?
It's awesome.
Favorite part?
Big waterfall. Which one was that?
Wolf Creek Cave?
Wolf Creek.
Me too. Yeah.
Cave second.
Yeah. Cave Creek second?
Cave Creek second.
Yeah. How was the water crossing?
Cold. That's real cold. That's bad cold. Don't do it. It's no good.
Well, there we go. Neil says don't do it. I say do it.
Just don't do the water crossing.
Don't do the water crossing. Get you a hang glider or something. But anyway, there you go. So, recap. We saw all these creeks. First big one we saw was Wolf Creek Cave Falls with the underground falls next to it. Crossed on over, saw Big Creek Cave Falls. Big Creek Cascade, and then some unnamed fall there on the creek. So there you go. Big Creek Cave Falls hike. Thanks for watching.